All right, should be live here. Live here today, folks, from Petoskey, Michigan. Believe that's how you say that. Could be mistaken. I've actually never been up here before, but it's quite the journey getting up here yesterday. Um, Took about 12 hours from Nashville, but yeah, I'm just getting ready here, just kind of chilling. Got some downtime before sound check, so I just thought I would go live and I've been doing these weekly Sunday live streams, and I won't be able to do this Sunday just because I will be traveling back home to Nashville. Currently out here, out on the road, and playing a casino here tonight, the Ottawa Casino, which is really, really nice. It's absolutely beautiful. Foghat's actually playing here in a couple weeks, which is kind of cool. If you know the song "Slow Ride," it's a classic. Um, but yeah, it's really, really nice up here. It's a really nice time of year to come up here. It's not too hot, not too cold, and the leaves are changing, and it's just really beautiful out. So, really excited about the show tonight. But just got some downtime here before sound check. We sound check at like 3:30, so just got a little bit of downtime here. So let's see. We've got Music Man in the house. Hey, Music Man, how's it going? He says, "Hey there, good morning." Good morning. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box there. I'd be happy to answer questions. But yeah, I just thought I would just hang out. Looks like we're getting some more folks joined up here. Really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you. Um, but yeah, for those that are just joining up, I'm coming to you live here from Michigan, Petoskey, Michigan, I believe is how you say it. I could be mistaken. But playing a casino here tonight. So really looking forward to that. It's going to be a good time. And yeah, I just am really excited about the gig tonight. And it's got a little bit of downtime before the sound check. So just thought I would hang out here. Let's see. James says here, "Hey everyone. Hey James, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here." And we have CZ in the house. Hey, how's it going? Hi Justin. The Petoskey Stone, my aunt was from Michigan, and we had one of those for our rock collection. Wow, that's beautiful. That's really cool. I'm not familiar with that. The Petoskey Stone. Okay, that's cool. That's really awesome. Let's see. James says here, Justin, what is your favorite tube amp for a pure clean tone twin reverb? No, definitely not. I don't like a twin reverb. I really love a deluxe. I mean, you really can't go wrong with a deluxe reverb. It's really great. Deluxe reverb, a Princeton reverb, a Pro reverb is really good. Vibrolux reverb is also really good. Um, you really can't go wrong with just about any Fender amp, but the twin reverb. Honestly, just in my humble opinion, sometimes I get those for backline, and I just can't stand them. Honestly, the twin reverbs, they're really mid scooped, and they're just really loud and just really just gnarly sounding, man. They don't, I mean, they take pedals, of course, but the amp is already very mid scooped in general. And I just can never get those amps to sound good. They just are just awful, in my opinion. But yeah, those deluxe reverbs, the Vibrolux, the Pro reverbs, Princeton's, you know, those are all really great for a great clean tone. They take pedals really well too, of course. That's kind of the whole idea with those amps. But they're really versatile. Like even a deluxe. I mean, a lot of people don't realize actually just how versatile that amp is. I mean, of course, you can turn up the volume to like 3 or 4 and then hit it with pedals. Um, but if you crank up the deluxe on like volume 10, like all the way up, you can really drive those amps, and they really distort really well. Um, and they're just really versatile amps. I mean, you can drive them if you crank up the volume. If you want to play with a pedal board in the front end of it, that's a way to do it. And turn the volume up to 3 or 4. It's just a very simple amp, and it's just you really cannot get a bad sound out of those deluxe reverbs. They're just awesome, and they're just really versatile. There's a lot of ways that you can use those things for sure. And even out here on the road here now, actually, I just have a deluxe reverb reissue. I just brought one of those out, and I'll just mic it up with a 57, and it just sounds great. Takes pedals really well. I have a little pedal board. It's a Pedal Train Classic 1 pedal board, and just has a few pedals, Nobles, ODR1, a King of Tone, a GE7, Strymon Flint, and the Line 6 M9, which is a really cool effect pedal for being able to reprogram it. I've talked about that a bunch here on this channel, but these Line 6 pedals are just really amazing. The HX Effects is really good, and the M9 is the one that I use. It's modified, but it's a really good box, man. It's really cool that you can reprogram it to do whatever you want, you know. And I mean, the modulations sound really good in those things. The delays sound really good. There's just a lot of really good sounds out of those. So that's why I use that. And I just work with so many different artists. So it's really nice to just be able to turn knobs and have a whole effect box of just like 150 different effects. You know, you could always reprogram it and make it do whatever you want. So it's really awesome. Let's see. Music Man says here, I know you said you were playing a few shows in Michigan coming up. Do you know where the other shows are going to be at? Yeah, so I'm just playing here tonight, and then we have another gig tomorrow in Irons, Michigan. So that's tomorrow night. But tonight we're here in Petoskey at this casino. So we're just here for the weekend, and then I'll be back to Nashville on Sunday. So that's why I can't do the weekly live stream this Sunday, because we'll be traveling back. I'm a little bit jet lagged. Sorry, everybody. I'm a little tired, but we drove like 12 hours, you know, yesterday. Left at like 6 a.m. So it was a long ride for sure, but got some really good sleep. Last night got a little rowdy at the casino. It definitely got a little turned up for sure, but it was a lot of fun for sure. But I'm just a little bit jet lagged, a little tired. But I still wanted to do this live stream. I know I had made a post that I was going to do this live stream today at this time, so I wanted to follow through with that. Let's see. Ben R. Teen asks here, do you use Spotify? No, I use Apple Music, so I don't use Spotify. But let's see here. James says here, wow, that's great to know about the twin reverb. Thanks for your answer. Yeah, no problem, James. Thanks so much for the question, and thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's really with those twin reverbs. I don't like them at all. They're really hard to get a good sound out of, just for me and what I go for. But a Princeton reverb and a deluxe is great. I mean, a twin reverb would be good for a steel player, you know, but for playing electric guitar, it's not ideal in my opinion. Oh man. All right, looks like we got some more folks joined up here today. Thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. Coming to you live from Petoskey, Michigan, and we've got a run of shows here this weekend in Michigan, and I'm playing a really cool casino here. It's absolutely beautiful. Went out last night, and you know, just really had a really nice time at this casino here. It's really beautiful, and really looking forward to the show tonight. Just have a little bit of downtime before sound check, so I just thought I would go live here. I won't be able to do my normal weekly Sunday live stream, just because I'll be traveling back home to Nashville, but still wanted to do this weekly live stream and hang out with you guys. Let's see. We have another comment here. Do you have a favorite pop artist that have great guitar in their songs? Oh man. You know, off the top of my head, recently I've been listening to this artist, Sabrina Carpenter, and man, she is really talented, man. She's really good. There's some cool guitar parts on there too, and some really good songwriting. And I was actually just listening to her yesterday. I wanted to kind of do more of a deep dive into her catalog of songs, and she's really talented, man. She is really, really good for sure. But you know, that's really off the top of my head. I mean, Post Malone's another guy that's real talented. You know, he's been really crushing it. I mean, he's really into just about everything too. I mean, pop, rap, now country. He's been doing a lot of stuff in Nashville, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's off the top of my head there. But thanks so much for the question. I really appreciate it. But folks, these live streams are truly a donation of time. So if you guys feel like you got something out of today's live stream and you guys would like to support this channel, check out all the links linked down below in the description box. I have several ways that you can support this channel. I offer one-on-one online lessons where I'm teaching people from all over the world. It's all filmed on a 4K definition camera, so it's all pro video and pro audio. And what's so cool with these lessons is that you actually will get a recorded copy of the lesson itself at the very end. So you could always go back and rewatch the lesson and download the video. And it's just a really, really wonderful platform. I mean, honestly, it works so well. And I'm teaching people from all over the world. I mean, it's just been amazing what that has turned into. So send me an email at jkm4231@gmail.com for some more information on this. I'd be happy to get you down on the schedule today. And also check out my other links. I'm also a Sweetwater affiliate partner where if you guys are looking to purchase a deluxe reverb, or if you guys are looking to purchase, I mean, whatever kind of gear. I mean, Sweetwater Music has so much gear. It is unbelievable. It is just incredible. And their service is just really wonderful. They're really good people, very intelligent. They really know what they're doing over there. And they're just one of the best retailers, I think, for music gear, if not the best, in my opinion. So go and check that out. If you click the link, I just gave Sweetwater Music my top picks for some of my favorite gear that they sell and some of my favorite stuff that I use all the time. And if you guys are already looking to make a purchase, I just get a small little commission off of the sale. It doesn't cost you anything extra whatsoever. It just gives me a small little percentage, and it's just kind of a cool way to support the channel. Like I say, again, it doesn't cost you anything extra whatsoever. So check that out. And also check out my Bandcamp link. I have some tracks available for sale, and they're actually intros from my YouTube show. So it's just the audio portion of just the intros from the videos. I had a lot of requests from people to release just the audio because they wanted to purchase it and be able to listen to it. So I just put it up on Bandcamp, and I'm really proud of that stuff. I really love these intros that I write here on YouTube. It's just really a lot of fun, and I think it sounds really great. And that's really what I try to do as a musician and as a guitar player is I try to really compose something, instead of just playing a bunch of random BS. I really want to try to compose something that's more of like a song rather than, trying to sound like John Mayer or something, and just playing kind of random noodling BS. So that's really just for me how I approach it. So go and check that out. There's 16 tracks up there for $19.99. It's on bandcamp.com. So check that out. That's also linked down there. And I also have some tip jars, folks. If you guys would like to support the channel in that way, you can throw a little love in the Venmo tip jar or the PayPal tip jar, or maybe throw a little love in the super chat here on today's live stream. You know, again, any and all support is really appreciated. And these live streams are truly a donation of time. So, I just thought I would throw that out there. And if you guys would like to support the channel, any and all support is always really appreciated. So thank you for that. I'm trying, folks. I'm trying to wake up. A little bit jet lag, man. Yesterday was that was a long trip for sure. Oh man. Let's see. Sweetwater is kind of on your way home. If you get time, you should check it out. I'm an hour from Sweetwater, which is awesome. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. I would love to check it out. We actually passed by Fort Wayne coming up here. And yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, oh man, like that'd be cool to go there and check it out. I've actually never been. I've bought so much stuff from them over the years, but hold on a second. Just getting a text here. That's all good. Okay, but yeah, no, that definitely would be cool. I would love to, check out Sweetwater. They have so much gear, and I've seen some videos on their facility and people taking tours of it and stuff, and it just looks amazing. So I definitely want to check it out for sure. But I think it could be kind of dangerous for me too, because then I'll want to buy a bunch of stuff. Just bought that 61 335, man. That was not cheap. That definitely set me back. But let's see. Do you listen to house or EDM music? Interesting. Um, I appreciate it. I love all, genres of music. It's not something that I listen to on a regular basis, but I appreciate it for sure. Um, I'm not too familiar with with that stuff really, but I'm more of just a rock and roll. I like country, like pop, jazz, stuff like this. More popular music for sure. But yeah, folks, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. I'd be happy to answer any and all questions today. Once again, just coming to you live here from Petoskey, Michigan. Going to be playing this casino here, the Ottawa Casino here in Michigan, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's a really beautiful casino. Went out last night to go check it out and just have some downtime here before our sound check here. We have a sound check at 3:30, so play tonight at like 9. So only a 90-minute set, so not too bad. It's an easy gig. And we're playing in Irons, Michigan tomorrow night, so that'll be cool. But yeah, really excited about that. It was definitely quite a long journey up. I'm still trying to wake up and get some energy here, but coming back to life slowly but surely here. It's really looking forward to performing. I always love touring. I love performing so much. It's just really awesome. And it's really cool to be able to do these live streams from out here on the road as well. This is something that is rather new for me with doing the live streams out here on the road. Normally in the past 10 years that I've been doing this, I just would go and do the gigs and just do my thing. But this has really been a nice way to build up this community and to share my experiences here with you guys. And stay tuned for this too. I'm going to be making a video of my own point of view of today's experience. So I'm going to try to piece that together. And I've got my camera charging right now. So I'm going to try to film up some footage of the sound check and stuff and try to get some footage of the gig as well. And then try to piece it together and make a video of it so I can share this stuff with you guys. So stay tuned for that. The recent POV video is doing really well. That was just a repost that I had done. This was a rehearsal that I had done with an artist I was working for. And I just love that video, man. It's just so epic. And it really came out good for sure. And I just love the guitar sound. I love the audio. I love the flow of the video. It just really came out good. And a lot of people seem to really enjoy it as well. So that's doing really well. And just decided to repost that recently, which was cool. And that's been doing well as well. But I'm trying to get better at getting more of these POV videos out there. I try to be respectful of everybody that I'm working for and that I'm working with. So I try to, give them their space and stuff. And I don't want to be that guy that's just constantly filming everybody and walking around with a camera. I realize, people have a job to do and stuff. And, I don't want to disrupt that at all. But I try to just get little footage, little bits here and there so I can share the experience with you guys. So. But yeah, folks, once again, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. And if you guys would like to support the channel, once again, check out all the links linked down below in the description box. There's several ways that you can support this channel. I offer one-on-one online consultations, and I'm teaching people from literally all over the world. I mean, it's just incredible what that has become. And it's very professional in the way that it is filmed and the audio and everything. It's just really, really pro stuff. It's not some kind of shaky iPhone footage or something where the camera's all over the place and it's kind of low quality. It's not like that at all. I really invested a serious amount of money into making sure that the setup is very good for these one-on-one consultations. It's all shot in a 4K definition camera, and it's all totally pro audio. So it's a totally direct guitar sound, and I have an SM7B microphone on my voice, so you can really get a really professional recording of this lesson. And that's what's so cool with these lessons is that you actually will get a recorded copy of it at the very end. So you could always go back and keep, rewatching the video and download it. And, you can really retain all of the information that I'm giving you within these lessons, which is really a lot of information. But, these consultations, folks, these are all set up for you. It's whatever you want to get out of these consultations. Of course, I'm going to share my own experience and my own concepts with you guys, with my students. I do this all the time, but it's really designed for you. So whatever that you're struggling with, whatever that you want to turn this one-on-one consultation into is what we will turn it into. That's the whole idea with these. So of course, I'm going to, share my own experience and share my own concepts and stuff with you guys. But the whole idea is that it is all about you. It's all about the student and what you want to get out of it. So once again, if you guys would like some more information on this, my email is linked down below in the description box, but my email is jkm4231@gmail.com. Take your guitar playing, your musicianship to the next level today. If you guys would like some more information on this, feel free to drop me an email and I'd be happy to set it all up, and I'd be happy to get you down on the schedule today. So check that out, and check out my Sweetwater affiliate link. If you guys are looking to purchase a Nobles ODR1, if you guys are looking to make a purchase on a deluxe reverb or whatever kind of gear that you guys are trying to purchase, I just get a small little commission off of the sale, and it doesn't cost you guys anything extra whatsoever. And Sweetwater music is just awesome. So check it out. But yeah, folks, coming to you live here from Petoskey, Michigan, playing here tonight, and going to be playing in Irons, Michigan tomorrow night. So just doing some weekend warrior stuff here, and starting to come back to life here, folks. It was a long trip yesterday, but we're getting ready here. We're playing here tonight at this casino here locally, and it is a really beautiful casino. So I'm really looking forward to the gig, and looking forward to seeing the fans and seeing everybody out there. So that'll be cool. Let's see if we have any more questions here. Okay, yeah, I think I'm pretty much caught up. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, we have one here. Any movies, original scores you love? Man, off the top of my head, I mean, the Star Wars one, of course, is cool. I'm not a big movie buff, to be honest. I'm really bad with movies, and I haven't honestly seen a lot of stuff. So I'm kind of bad with that. But yeah, off the top of my head, the Star Wars stuff is cool. The scores are really cool. There's some amazing, amazing soundtracks for sure from movies, definitely. Hold on a second, folks. I'm just getting, my phone is blowing up. Let's see. May have to get going here soon, folks, but let's see. Okay, let's see. Cool. Sorry about that, folks. We've got Mark in the house. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and thanks for the question. Justin, can you tell us about what rig you are touring with? Yeah, sure. So, I'm just playing a deluxe reverb reissue that I have in my Matchless DC30 Road case. The Road case is a little bit bigger than the actual amp itself, but it works fine. I just needed something to just cover the amp because in the trailer with all the other gear and other stuff, it would just get absolutely destroyed if it wasn't in the road case. So just have that for my amp, and I'll just be miking that up with a Shure SM57. And then I just have my trusty old pedal board. It's a Pedal Train Classic 1 pedal board, and it's really simple. It's just a Peterson Strobo Stomp tuner. I have a Ross compressor, the original one, then a Strip Phase 90 from the 70s, and then a Exotic Effects RC boost, a Ram Nobles ODR1, then a King of Tone from Analog Man, a Boss GE7, and then a Strymon Flint, and then a Line 6 M9, which is a really amazing pedal. That M9, I was actually talking about it just a little bit in today's live stream as well. But man, this M9 or the HX Effects from Line 6, I think every guitar player should have one. It's just a really killer pedal, man. Like, you can reprogram that thing to do anything you want. And the delays sound amazing. The modulation sounds amazing. Like, oh my God. I mean, it's just amazing. And especially for a hired on musician, and even in general as a musician, whenever you have inspiration and you're writing something, and you just are inspired by a particular part that you came up with, where maybe you want a reverse delay, or maybe you want a dotted eighth delay, or maybe you want a rotary effect or something like this, you can very easily program up whatever sound that you want. So it is just amazing, and the sounds are so good, and you can change it up to whatever you want at any time. It's not like you have like a traditional pedal board where you're just stuck with certain pedals. And to have all of these different effects that are within the M9 or the HX Effects, I mean, you would need a pedal board that is, I mean, the size of like a refrigerator or something, you know what I mean, to accommodate all of these different effects. But the man, oh man, the effects in that thing is just, they're amazing. So I use that a lot. And then actually on the output of my Boss GE7, I have a insert that is a post insert, technically is what it's called. So what I do is I run a volume pedal and I just patch it in to where that Boss GE7 is. So it is post drive. So what's really cool is that on the side of the pedal board, I have an interface where I can very easily patch up this volume pedal. So I just take two little patch cables and run it into the post insert. So it's basically now in line in the chain right after the Boss GE7. So even though the volume pedal is outside of the pedal board, it is actually right in the order of the pedal board itself. So it's really cool. And, for this gig, I do some swells for certain parts and stuff. And I just like it because I can retain the same amount of gain that I'm playing with, but just sweep in the volume, right? And just swell in, which is really cool. So that's what I'm running there. And then I do also have, that's right, a Digitech drop pedal. There's a couple tracks that are a half step down, and I need to get the open strings for the particular voicings that are on the record. So I'm just using that for the live thing. It definitely affects the top end of the guitar sound, but really, in a live situation, it's so different than like recording or in the studio or whatever. Like for the live thing, it's so convenient and it's so nice to be able to just click a button and drop it down a half step. Um, and yeah, I realize I'm going to lose some top end off the guitar sound, but it's fine by me. That convenience is just incredible to have that. So where I don't have to swap guitars, and the set list is moving, we're going song to song to song. And I just don't want to have to take the time to swap guitars, and I don't have a tech on this gig. So I'm doing everything myself. So it's great. It's really cool. But hold on a second here, folks. Okay, so I can stay for another 20 minutes here today, folks. I'm gonna go down to the lake and get some food here. Okay, let's see. Where were we? But yeah, with the rig too, actually, that's for the pedal board and the amp. And then I just have a telly out here, and that's it. So this artist that I'm working for, the music is a lot more traditional country, so I just use a telly on this gig. So that's the whole rig there. Really simple, really easy. And then, actually, I do have a wireless as well that I'm gonna run. Um, I just have this little rack. It's in a little 4U SKB fly rack, and I just have a Shure wireless, and then I have this Furman voltage regulator, which is also really nice, and is really something that I really recommend people look into if you are gigging and you're out there touring and stuff, because you never know with these venues what kind of power situation. I mean, today at this casino, it should be really good. But as you're out there out on the road, I mean, you would be amazed. Like major festivals can have dirty power, right? And like you just never know what kind of power situation you're gonna run into when you're out here on the road. So I just use this Furman voltage regulator, which it just regulates the power so that it's always 120. And I know that I'm always going to have clean and safe power, which is really good, especially when you're running tube amps and stuff, just to make sure that the amp is seeing the right voltage and it's always consistent in the sound. And it also protects your gear. It's just a good thing to really look into. So I have that as well. And that's the entire rig there. Let's see. Rock and Rolling is in the house. Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. How do you get your gigs? Do you work with an agent or do groups ask for you directly? It's a lot of just groups asking directly. Sometimes it could be their management as well. But yeah, I'm just self-employed. I just work for myself, but I work for all these other artists. So, they know about me and then, they want to hire me because of what I do. Right. So, um, let's see. Crandon Bloss is in the house. Hopefully, I said your name right. Sorry about that, but thanks so much for being here and thanks for the question. Appreciate it. I've got an AC30 and a DeVille 410. I also have a Helix floor. Would you ever consider playing a live show with a modeler? I do really like the Helix for many reasons, but agree that tube amps rock. Man, I don't like the modeling stuff. I don't use any of that stuff. Um, for fly gigs, sometimes I can throw like a quad cortex thing in a backpack, or even one of those like UA Dream pedals, which is a deluxe reverb model. It's kind of nice for like a fly gig, just because I can just you know um, throw this stuff into a backpack, and I can travel with it and I don't have to rely on random backline, where if I get like a Fender Twin reverb or something that I don't like, um, at least I can throw down one of those like a Dream pedal or something and just go direct. I mean, I can make anything work. And as a professional musician, you have to be able to make anything work, depending on the gig situation and the travel and just everything. If you're a true professional musician, you should really be able to make anything work. But I really don't like that stuff, any of the tube amp modeling stuff, because I play so much with my guitar volume knob. I'm constantly riding that guitar volume knob. If you notice, even in my recent POV video that I reposted, I am constantly on that guitar volume knob because I really listen to the singer and I really listen to the other musicians that I work with. And I really want the tube amp and the gear to really react to that guitar volume knob, because I clean up a lot and I try to play with a lot of dynamics, where in the verse I'll back off a little bit. And then for the chorus, I really want this guitar to punch up, right? Just as an example of what I'm going for dynamically a lot of the time. And those modeling units just don't respond to the guitar volume knob like at all. It's just awful. And to be completely honest, how somebody could sit there and seriously listen to these amp modeling units and say that it sounds exactly like a tube amp is just mind blowing. I mean, it's just simply mind blowing. It's a completely different experience when you're moving air and you have this amp cooking, man. You have a deluxe reverb on 3 or 4, and that speaker is behind you. You're moving air. You're pushing air. It is just so powerful, and just the weight of this guitar sound, it just really cuts in a mix. And those modeling units just sound so thin, man, and just they don't cut at all, and they're not dynamic at all, just in my opinion. Let's see. We've got Keith in the house. Keith's in the house. Sup, dude? Hey, thanks so much, Keith. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. And we have Chase Yaklin in the house. Hey, Chase, how's it going? Good to see you. You should shoot an episode of your 100-watt Marshall on the 412 in a club. You know, it would be hilarious. Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. God, man, I've done that so many times. Just gigging, like where I've had a 100-watt Marshall with a Bogner 212. That was actually my first rig that I had in Nashville. Was a 78 JMP 100-watt Marshall, and then I had that going into a Bogner 212. And man, I used to play so loud, man. I would set that up on 6, man, and especially back in those days too. Especially when you're playing clubs, like, I would go back there and turn the volume up just a little bit. The famous thing that guitar players do. I used to do that all the time. But you do have to adjust, to the room, of course. I mean, just for everybody out there, I'm just saying this, like, you do have to adjust to the room. I mean, you really have to, when you have bodies in a room, that absorb sound, it's going to be a different experience when you sound check to when you get on stage for the gig. So I normally make volume adjustments, but very minimal. But back in those days, oh man, I would just keep turning up the Marshall. And I remember one time, man, I actually smoked a wedge, and it started smoking on stage, man, at this club I was playing at. And man, I used to do that all the time. I would just crank up Marshalls, man, turn them up to 6 or 7, and just do that in a club, which was a lot of fun. Let's see. Keith says here, just got back from my vacation in Nashville, and one thing I noticed is all the bands had iPhones on the stand to help with their cover songs. Yeah. Do you know if there is a standard app they use? Man, I don't know. A lot of them down there are actually on their iPhones, looking at like Ultimate Guitar. A lot of the covers that you hear down there are kind of a bastardized, drunken, um, arrangements of some of these songs, so, and a lot of the time it's based upon requests, so they may not actually know the songs. So they're looking it up on like Ultimate Guitar, for like the chords. And, you know, that's what that whole scene is, and then people are there, buying $10 or $12 beers, which is just it's kind of wild to me. I mean, to be honest, but to each their own. I mean, it's cool that people are able to get out and play, and play clubs and do these, cover gigs. It's not for me, the Broadway thing, definitely not for me, but to each their own. Let's see. Luis is in the house. Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Hopefully I said your name right, if it's Luis or Lois there. But let's see. What turns your head as a guitar player? Songwriting, fast country pickers, shredders. Songwriting for sure. Yeah, I would much rather listen to you know somebody play 3 notes, but with a lot of emotion and a lot of intent, than hear somebody play a million notes that just goes over your head. Um, it's something for me as a player that I really try to do with my YouTube show here is I really try to write and create something that's very impactful, that's really going to be powerful and really going to be enjoyable for the listener. A lot of the guitar playing that I've heard and I've seen is just a lot of random noodling and just a lot of random BS that, it just goes over your head, and I really try to compose something. I hear stuff in my head, and then I will record it down right away, and that's just really what I try to do as a player. I really try to compose something rather than just play a million notes. So yeah, definitely songwriting there. Music Man says here, SM57s are great. Have you ever tried a Sennheiser E906? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's normally what they'll have, like a 906 or 609 or whatever it is, the little flathead mic. That's normally the option with these gigs is like it'll be a 57 or a Sennheiser. I don't like those, the Sennheiser ones. I like a 57 for sure. And especially with a deluxe reverb, it's just really good because you get this kind of a mid-rangey, top-endy thing happening from the Shure SM57, and it just really complements a guitar sound really well in general for the live thing. Guitar is obviously a mid-range instrument, and it needs to be able to cut in a live mix, and that's why those 57s are so good because you just get this bite, man, and this top end mid-rangey thing happening from the 57, and especially when you mic up a deluxe reverb, man, it just complements that sound so well, and it just really pairs well. It's really, really good. So I don't really like those 906s though. I think they're really overrated for sure, just in my opinion. KWYATT is in the house. Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Dude, what the heck? I live 45 minutes south of Petoskey. Why are you here? Well, come on out tonight. We are performing here at this casino here in Petoskey. Is that actually how you say that? Am I saying that right? I don't actually know. I've never been here. But it's really nice area. Really happy to be here. Really excited. Playing tonight. It's a 90-minute set. And Foghat is actually playing here in a couple weeks, I've seen. So you may want to come back up here since you're local. Um, you know, take a listen to those guys. They're playing here in a couple weeks. But yeah, just performing tonight here. So really looking forward to it. And then I have another gig in Irons, Michigan, which is cool. So that'll be tomorrow night. And then I'll travel back home to Nashville on Sunday. And that's why I'm actually here today doing this live stream, folks, because I will not be able to do my weekly Sunday live stream. So I wanted to honor that and do it today instead. But yeah, I'll be performing here tonight. So come on out. It's going to be a good time. And small world, man. It's pretty wild. It's amazing. The people that I meet on here. So, they live somewhere near where I'm from, or, I run into them all the time out here on the road. So it's just really cool, folks. It's really amazing. Crandon says here, love it. Great answer. Thanks, man. You are a really talented guy. Wow. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Thanks so much for being here. But yeah, folks, thanks so much for joining up here today, folks. I really do appreciate this. I'm gonna have to get rolling here soon. I'm gonna go down to the lake and hang out for a little bit. I gotta get something to eat. I got a sound check at 3:30, so that'll be cool. Starting to wake up now, and I was pretty tired at the beginning of this live stream. But if you guys feel like you got something out of today's live stream and you guys would like to support the channel, check out all the links linked down below in the description box. I offer one-on-one online consultations. I'm teaching people from all over the world. These consultations are just absolutely incredible. I mean, it's really, really professional. I spent a lot of money to make sure that it was a really good setup and people really have a great experience doing this, because it really means a lot to me. I am a quality snob. I'm very particular about stuff, and I really want it to be done right. I don't want to just film it on an iPhone with just, shaky footage and not that great of audio. It's all pro video and pro audio. It's all filmed on a 4K definition camera with really excellent lighting. And my voice is mic'd up by an SM7B microphone. It's all direct guitar. And, it's just really a professional setup. So send me an email today at jkm4231@gmail.com. Take your guitar playing, your musicianship up to the next level today. And, what is so cool with this platform, folks, is that you actually will get a recorded copy of the lesson itself at the very end. So you really retain everything that I say, obviously, because you will have this recorded copy, and you could just download the video and rewatch it as many times as you like and go back and reverse and whatever. If you, if you forgot about a particular concept that I taught within this lesson, You could always go back and just rewatch it. And I cannot say enough good things about how good the platform is. All of my students, once they take the very first lesson, they are totally hooked on it. And I understand some of the hesitation because some of the online stuff it can be really not that great of quality, but I am telling you, I really stand behind the quality of this stuff. It's really, really good. And I really care about putting out a really great product. So if you guys would like some more information on this, send me an email today at jkm4231@gmail.com. It's going to be linked down below in the description box. And I also have several other links and ways that you can support this channel. So check out all that stuff. It's all linked down below in the description box. Thank you. Let's see. Music Man says here, I know you live in Nashville now. Where are you originally from? So I moved to Nashville from Columbus, Ohio. So that's where I moved down from. But I was actually born in the suburbs of Chicago originally. And then I moved from there down to Columbus, Ohio, and then from Columbus down to Nashville, which was from Columbus to Nashville. I've been there about a decade now at this point. So it's hard to believe that was already 10 years ago. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Kenny's in the house. Hey, Kenny, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Damn, I live in Taylor, Michigan, but that's hours from you. I'm 10 minutes outside of Detroit. Oh, okay, cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah. A lot of fans from Detroit here. And that's a part of this community here. I really appreciate it. I played in Detroit years ago. I did some gigs for the opening week for the Tigers, which is really cool. And that was a really, really nice time. So I always love coming up here. I love playing Detroit. It's always fun to come up here to the Midwest. Really nice people and just always really great gigs up here. So thanks so much for being here, Kenny. Appreciate it. Petoskey is like 4 hours north from me, I think. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we are so far north, man. Oh my God. We are way, way up here, man. It was a hell of a ride from Nashville to here, man. It was like 12 hours. I'm still a little jet lagged, but I'm just tired, but all is good. Let's see. What was your practice routine as you were growing up? Lessons or self-taught? Were you ever in a cover band growing up? Yeah. So I'm mainly self-taught. I mean, I took some lessons, but mainly self-taught from a professional level. So, but what was my practice routine? I just spent hours just playing, man. I got together with any musician I could. Any band situation I could put myself into is what I did. And, I feel that's something that is really lacking from, hold on a second. I got to write this text back. Coming down. I got to get going here soon, folks, but like in the next minute. But let's see, practice. Yeah, so I was just saying about playing with other musicians. That's something that I feel today a lot of musicians really don't do because they just play on TikTok and just play in a bedroom. But for me, it's so important to play with other musicians and to go out there and perform. And it's really how you learn how to play, and it really takes your playing up to the next level. When you just play just by yourself in front of a camera, there's no pressure, right? There's no, you literally just hit record and you can retake it as many times as you want, right? But in a live situation, right, you're put on the spot. And, you just learn so much from playing with other musicians. It's so important. So, yeah, I played in so many different bands. So, that was a huge thing for me. But let's see. Okay, yeah, I answered that. You ever make it up to Canada? Yeah, I played in Toronto. I played at the Boots and Hearts Festival years ago now at this point, which is a lot of fun. And Kenny says, wow, very cool. Yeah, awesome. Hey, folks, I got a jet. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. We'll see y'all next time.